You've been lied to. The reason you're struggling isn't because you're not good enough, not smart enough, or not lucky enough. The truth is, you're blocking your own success. And worse, you're begging for things that should be effortlessly flowing to you. And the more you chase, the more it runs away. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Imagine this. Two people walk into a room. One enters with quiet confidence, indifferent to who notices him. The other, desperate for approval, anxiously scans the crowd, hoping someone, anyone, validates his presence. Who do you think commands more respect? Who do you think attracts more opportunities, relationships, and success? Most people live their entire lives in a state of chase. They chase love, they chase money, they chase validation, and in doing so, they push it further away. But a small minority, those who understand, do something radically different. They stop blocking their own blessings. They stop begging for what they already deserve. And instead, they become the kind of people who naturally attract what they want. And that's what you're about to learn. The ancient Stoics had a secret, a mindset so powerful it made emperors unshakable, warriors fearless, and philosophers immortal in wisdom. It's a way of thinking that frees you from unnecessary suffering, eliminates desperation, and puts you in control of yourself and your destiny. Today, you're going to learn how to apply it. But before we dive in, do me a favor. If you're serious about transforming your mindset, hit that like button and subscribe, because what you're about to hear could change everything. Now, let's begin. Number 1. Stop chasing, start attracting. Most people unknowingly sabotage their own success. They believe that if they just try harder, if they just want it more, if they just push, they'll finally get what they desire. But here's the paradox. The more you chase something, the more it eludes you. Think about water. If you try to grab it with a clenched fist, it slips through your fingers. But if you remain still, it pools in your open hand. Psychologists call this the law of reverse effort. The harder you try, the worse your results. The more desperate you are, the less attractive you become. This applies to everything: money, relationships, respect. Let's look at Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers and emperors of Rome. He never chased power. He never begged to be respected. He embodied virtue, discipline, and wisdom, and because of that, people followed him. His mindset? Detach from the outcome. Focus on becoming, not chasing. Most people, however, do the opposite. They beg for attention. They overanalyze every text message. They stress over whether they'll get the job, the deal, the approval. And in doing so, they radiate lack. They scream, "I need this," and the universe responds with, "Then you shall not have it." The shift is simple but powerful. Become the source, not the seeker. Instead of chasing love, become love. Instead of begging for money, provide value. Instead of pleading for respect, embody confidence. When you master this, something incredible happens. The things you used to run after now gravitate toward you, not because you begged for them, but because you became the kind of person who naturally attracts them. Try this for a week. Stop chasing, stop forcing, stop over-explaining yourself. Watch what happens. Number 2, the power of indifference. You've been conditioned to believe that caring more gets you further, that if you just show how much you want it, people will reward you. But in reality, the opposite is true. Think about it. Who gets the promotion? The employee who's desperate to prove themselves, or the one who performs with quiet confidence? Who gets the date? The person who anxiously overtexts, or the one who remains a mystery? Who gets respect? The one who demands it, or the one who commands it without saying a word? The secret: indifference is power. Now, let's be clear. Indifference doesn't mean not caring about your goals. It means detaching from the need for a specific outcome. It means valuing yourself so much that rejection doesn't shake you, failure doesn't break you, and external approval doesn't define you. Epictetus, another great Stoic philosopher, said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." And what do most people do? They obsess over things beyond their control. They stress over whether someone likes them. They panic over whether an opportunity will come. They hand over their power to external circumstances, and in doing so, they block their own success. The high-value individual, the unshakable mind, operates differently. They walk into a room and don't seek attention. It naturally comes to them. They go after opportunities with calm confidence, knowing that if it's meant for them, it will come. They understand that the less they need something, the more likely they are to receive it. This is why you must train yourself in detachment. The next time you find yourself obsessing over an outcome, remind yourself, "I am already enough." Because when you stop chasing, stop clinging, stop begging, you liberate yourself. And that's when everything starts falling into place. Now, let's take this deeper. Comment "mindset shift" below if this resonated with you, and let's move to the next level. Number 3. Reprogramming your self-worth. Most people don't struggle because they lack talent, intelligence, or opportunity. They struggle because deep down, they don't truly believe they deserve success. And whether they realize it or not, this belief controls everything. Think about it. A person who subconsciously believes they are unworthy of love will sabotage relationships, push people away, or settle for less than they deserve. A person who believes they're not meant to be rich will find ways to waste money, avoid risks, or never step into their full potential. Your life is simply a reflection of what you believe you deserve. And herein lies the problem. Most people try to force external success without fixing their internal programming. They chase wealth, but still think like a poor person. They beg for love, but deep down feel unlovable. They act confident, but inside they're riddled with self-doubt. This is why all external success must begin with internal worth. The Stoics understood this deeply. Seneca once said, "A man who suffers before it is necessary suffers more than is necessary," meaning most of the limitations you think you have are self-imposed. The suffering is internal, not external. So how do you fix this? You stop asking for permission to be valuable. You stop waiting for external validation to feel worthy. You decide, right now, that you are enough, independent of any achievement, relationship, or approval. One of the fastest ways to reprogram your self-worth is through action. If you want to feel like a high-value person, start acting like one. If you want to feel confident, do things that scare you. If you want to feel deserving of wealth, start treating yourself with abundance. The truth is, no one is coming to save you. No one is going to grant you permission to be powerful. You have to claim it. And when you do, when you finally stop waiting, stop apologizing, stop asking, you'll see the world shift around you. Because the moment you recognize your own worth, others will too. Now, let me ask you, have you been unknowingly blocking your own success through self-doubt? Be honest. Drop a comment below. Number 4. Releasing attachment to outcomes. One of the greatest sources of suffering in life is attachment. People become attached to specific outcomes, specific people, specific timelines, believing that if they don't get exactly what they want, in the exact way they expect it, then they've failed. But here's the truth. Attachment is the root of misery. Detachment is the path to power. Let's look at this through the lens of a powerful Stoic principle. Amor fati, the love of fate. Instead of resisting life, instead of fighting against what is, the Stoics embraced everything. the good, the bad, the unexpected. They understood that true freedom comes not from controlling life, but from flowing with it. Most people, however, resist reality. They obsess over a lost opportunity. They spiral over a failed relationship. They cling to what should have been instead of embracing what is. And because of this, they suffer. But the moment you release attachment, something incredible happens. You become light. You become free. You stop forcing, stop overthinking, stop trying to control every little detail, and ironically, that's when things start working in your favor. Think about it. Have you ever noticed that the moment you stop caring about something, it suddenly comes to you? The moment you stop chasing love, you become attractive. The moment you stop fixating on money, opportunities arise. The moment you stop needing approval, people respect you. This isn't magic. This is energy. Desperation repels. Confidence attracts. So how do you practice detachment? You remind yourself daily, nothing is promised, nothing is permanent, and that's okay. You trust that whatever is meant for you will come, and whatever leaves was never yours to keep. You stop gripping life with clenched fists and start holding it with open palms. And when you do this, when you finally let go, you'll notice something incredible. Life starts unfolding effortlessly. Now, let's test this. The next time something doesn't go your way, instead of reacting with frustration, try saying, "Amor fati, I love what is." Try it and watch what happens. So let's bring this all together. The reason most people struggle isn't because they're unlucky or unworthy. It's because they're blocking their own success. They chase what they should be attracting. They beg for what they should be embodying. They grip life too tightly, never realizing that true power comes from letting go. But now you know the truth. You've learned how to stop chasing and start attracting, how to detach from outcomes, how to master non-reaction, how to reprogram your self-worth, how to move with abundance instead of scarcity. And if you apply this, if you truly live this, you'll start to see something incredible. Things that once felt impossible will start flowing effortlessly. People who once ignored you will be drawn to you. Opportunities will begin appearing out of nowhere, not because you begged, not because you forced, but because you became. Now, it's up to you. You can go back to the way things were, or you can step into this new reality and own it. If you're ready to stop blocking and begging and start embodying and attracting, make sure you're subscribed. And remember, the less you need, the more you receive. The more you let go, the more life flows in your favor. I'll see you in the next one. Stay strong, stay unshakable, and as always, Amor Fati.